All right, today we're diving deep into the shadows of a pretty dark Bengali folktale. It's a story all about lost fortunes, forbidden knowledge, and, yeah, a pact with a terrifying supernatural entity. So, our story kicks off with this really cryptic riddle. This is basically the only thing left to a young man named Kuntal Barman. See, his family used to be wealthy landlords, but now they're living in poverty. And this riddle, it's hinting at a hidden treasure, but it also sounds like there's a ticking clock.
And this riddle, well, it's at the heart of everything. For Kuntal, solving it isn't just about getting rich. It's about restoring his family's honor. But his desperation is going to lead him down a path from a simple puzzle of words to a pact written in something much, much darker than ink.
Okay, so let's get the lay of the land. Kuntal is completely obsessed with these lines, haunted by them, really. All he can think about is finding this wealth that could save his family. And this obsession, it drives him to a place most people avoid, the local cremation ground.
And this is where things take a really dark turn. It's here, surrounded by all these echoes of last rites, that Kuntal finds, well, not an answer, but an offer. A truly terrifying figure presents him with a solution, but it comes with a warning that honestly should have sent him running for the hills.
Imagine this. In the dead of night, he stumbles upon this intense ascetic, a tantric practitioner, just sitting there among the ashes. And what's really creepy is that this stranger already knows everything about him. He knows Kuntal's family, he knows the riddle by heart, and he knows that the family is already living under a curse.
And get this, the tantric reveals that one of Kuntal's own ancestors is the one who brought this ruin on them. They apparently invited a demonic entity into their home, a being who destroyed their fortune and swore that one day she would return. So this isn't just a treasure hunt anymore, it's a showdown with a darkness that's been waiting.
And this is the entity at the very heart of the curse, a Karna Pishachini. She's a demon who literally trades secrets for servitude. She can tell you anything where treasure is buried, the next big thing in business, but her price is steep. And even after warning him about all this, the tantric gives Kuntal the exact ritual to summon her.
I mean, you can't get much more direct than that, right? This is a one-way ticket to immense power or total destruction. But Kuntal, he's just so blinded by his desire to restore his family's name, he completely ignores the danger. He makes that classic choice. He accepts the demon's bargain.
So against all common sense, Kuntal goes through with the ritual, and the Pishachini appears, but not in the way you'd expect. She doesn't show up as some grotesque monster. No, her form is a weapon, a lure, designed to just trap the senses and completely overpower reason.
The folktale describes her as an impossibly beautiful woman. Her allure could, and I quote, ignite a fire of desire in any man. So this isn't just a demon. This is temptation itself, given a physical form, whispering to Kuntal that she can make him a lord of the mortal world.
That night, the pact is sealed, not with a signature, but through this supernatural union. And in return for his servitude, she holds up her end of the deal, whispering the secret he wanted so desperately right into his ear.
And just like that, it's real. He digs exactly where she told him and finds a chest just overflowing with old gold coins from his family's past. The riddle that drove him mad is finally solved. But, as you've probably guessed, this is only the beginning. The pact he made is forever.
So Kuntal's on top of the world, right? He's rich, his family's safe, their honor is restored. He thinks all his problems are over. But, he's kind of forgotten the fine print. When you summon a demon, they don't just vanish when you get what you want.
So the very next night, he's exhausted, he tries to sleep, and she's there, at his bedside. And that seductive whisper? Yeah, that's gone. Now it's a chilling threat. She makes it crystal clear that his nights and his life now belong to her.
And this becomes his new normal. It's a terrifying routine, really. Every single night, she visits. Every night, he has to satisfy her desires, giving up his physical energy, his life force. And in exchange, she whispers business secrets into his ear, which lets him build this huge empire on top of his family's gold.
So you've got this bizarre double life, right? By day, he's this brilliant, successful tycoon, even moving his family back into their grand ancestral mansion. But by night, he's literally being drained of his life force. He's trapped in a gilded cage, and the nightmare is paying the rent.
So Kuntal's walking this incredibly dangerous tightrope between prosperity and damnation. But what's about to knock him off? Something so simple, so normal. His mother's love. You see, his mom has no idea what's going on. All she sees is her successful son, and she does what any mom would do. She starts playing matchmaker. She finds a beautiful, respectable girl, and, having no idea about her son's nightly visitor, leaves the girl's photo on his table. It's a simple act of love that's about to trigger an unholy rage.
And that night, boom, the beautiful mask comes off. The seductive illusion just shatters. And Kuntal sees her true nature. And it is not beautiful. It is terrifying, possessive fury.
Her voice is just pure venom now. She's seen the photograph, and her jealousy is, well, it's absolute. She makes it clear that Kuntal belongs to her and her alone.
And her threat? It's not vague. It is shockingly brutal and specific. This is the death the tantric warned him about. An absolute terror, Kuntal grabs the photograph and just tears it into a million pieces, desperately trying to appease the furious demon in front of him.
Somehow, he makes it through the night, but he's a wreck. It feels like she's wrung out every last drop of life from him, and it's in that moment, as the sun comes up, that he finally gets it. He's not her partner, he's her prisoner, and there is no way out.
But just when you think it can't get any worse, as he's sitting there completely broken, a blood-curdling scream rips through the quiet morning air. It's coming from right outside his room. The bill for his deal has finally come due.
And that's where the story just stops. It leaves you with that scream. It never tells us who screamed or what Kuntal saw. It just leaves us to wonder about the real cost of greed and to ask ourselves, when you make a deal with a demon, who else ends up paying the price?